Yo, 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 yo. I said, yo, 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 yo. What's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. Back in the building, back with some more boxing talk. You feel what I mean? Definitely gonna get this live back up and popping. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. It is very much appreciated. You know what I mean? Felt like I haven't been on live in a while, so we definitely got some things to talk about. Feeling recharged, rejuvenated, ready for a new week of boxing. You feel what I'm saying? So we definitely back in the building. Ain't no doubt about it, man. Shout out to the GOAT for the early comments. Even before I went live, he was commenting. Shout out to him. Sean Terrence, the boxing kangaroo. What's going on? What's going on? Chris, what up? What up? What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. You know what I mean? It's out here snowing in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I gotta check to see if I got work tomorrow and all that shit. But I'm sure the snow will be calming down by the time the morning hit. You know what I mean? But besides that, I hope everybody's doing well. We got some things to talk about. You know what I mean? We definitely got some things to talk about. It is the GOAT's birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. I hope you have many more to come. I hope you have a very healthy rest of your year. You know what I mean? I hope you have a healthy life moving forward, man. Congratulations from reaching another milestone in life. You know what I mean? More power to you, man. You've been a consistent supporter of mine, so happy birthday, man. You know what I mean? I hope to see you around for many more, of course. You know what I mean? Whole lot of positivity going, positive energy being sent your way, my brother. You know what I mean? He just turned 20. That's a blessing, man. I just turned 26. So happy birthday, man. Capricorn Nation, man. What's going on? What's going on? But yeah, we got some things that we need to talk about, man. For sure. We gotta talk about this whole. I mean, we could really speak on anything. You know what I mean? I pretty much be putting these titles up just because I be needing something to fill in. For real, for real. But what I really want to get into today is pretty much the Lomachenko and Kambosos fight being solidified, being a done deal. You know what I mean? I don't remember the date exactly. Let me check it out. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Mm, I think it's in February, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. May 12th? Damn. Is that true? Yes. Vasyl Lomachenko versus George Kambosos for the vacant IBF lightweight world title will reportedly take place on Sunday, May 12th in Australia, May 11th USA time, early hours of May 12th UK time. This is according to Mike Coppinger. That's a long time until then. We still got the rest of we midway through uh January, February, March, April. Damn. They announced that pretty early, man. I wonder why they uh I just you just turned 46 on the 8th. Well, congratulations, my brother. Happy belated birthday to you, of course. You know what I mean? That's dope. That's dope. You feel what I'm saying? But damn, May 12th? That's crazy. That's a good that's a solid fight though. You know what I mean? Kambosos need to do some redeeming himself after that terrible ass performance he just had. You know what I mean? And Vasyl Lomachenko just coming off of a loss, he feel like he got to redeem himself as well. You know what I mean? I think that Vasyl Lomachenko understands that he has to win this fight if he wants to continue being relevant in the 135-pound division. Because what happens is if he beats George Kambosos, that could put him in line to possibly be somebody's. I mean, it'll make him the IBF world champion. You know what I mean? So that'll steer him in the right direction. You know what I mean? And getting right back on track to get him a unification fight or possibly go for undisputed again. Set up a possible Shakur Stevenson fight, which will be huge. Um, it's a dope opportunity, man. It's a dope opportunity. So as far as I'm concerned, let's see. Shakur has a WBC. The IBF title is going to be up for grabs against Kambosos and Lomachenko. the WBO and the WBA. I'm assuming they're vacant. Could people fill me in on there? I have no idea. I have no idea who will fight for that WBO title at 135. I have no clue. No clue at all. That's what I'm wondering. The WBA and WBO, what's necessarily going on with that? I think Gervonta Davis got elevated to the WBA champion because he was a WBA regular, and since Devin Haney vacated, they elevated Gervonta up, and from what I understand, he never vacated the title. So the WBO, I gotta see the WBO rankings at 135. Let's see. I think that might be in line for Isaac Cruz to grab. I think he's ranked high in the WBO rankings. So let's see. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. WBO rankings. Let's see. Junior featherweight. Let's see. He's super WBA. Well, that's the legitimate title. That's the legitimate title. If you're the WBA super champion, that essentially means that you're the full status champion essentially, and that you don't really have any mandatories. You know what I mean? When you're the WBA regular, I think you have mandatories and things of that nature. So I think the WBA title, the WBA regular title is essentially like the interim belt, I guess. And the WBA super champion is like you don't got no mandatories, you can move however you want and things of that nature. Then they say Tank is a regular champ. Yeah, but since Devin Haney vacated, they elevated Gervonta Davis to the full status champion, from what I understand. Let me see. WBO 2024 month. Let's go with January category. Let's look at lightweight. Search. Okay. Nothing came up for that. Let's see. December. Oh shit, hold up. 2023. Okay, so according to the lightweight, the WBO rankings at lightweight at 135 as of December 2023, Vasyl Lomachenko was number one, which makes sense. They were top rank. You know what I mean? The WBO, they got a real good relationship with top rank, so that makes sense. But considering the fact that Vasyl's about to fight for the IBF, assuming that he beats Kambosos, which is not guaranteed, but if he beats Kambosos, they'll remove him from the rankings. You know what I mean? Um, so that will leave Baranchek, Denis Baranchek from Ukraine, who's a WBO international champion. Isaac Cruz, who's a WBO Latino champion. Angel Fierro, who's the NABO champion. William Cepeda, ranked number 5, and Frank Martin, ranked number 6. Raymond Mortataya, the WBO global champion. Can you believe this shit? All these fucking WBO titles. I just named the international, the Latino, the NABO, WBO global. Can somebody tell me the difference between global and world? Y'all just be making shit up, bro. Like, it's crazy. Keyshawn Davis ranked number 8, the Intercontinental Champion. Ryan Garcia is number 9, and Abdullah is number 10. Edwin De Los Santos 11. Oh wow, Nair Albright is ranked number 14. Maxie Hughes ranked number 15. That's crazy. Shout out to Sharon Lamel. What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Shout out to my boy Chris with the $2 super chat. He says apparently Alicia was found not guilty by the WBC. Okay, let's really speak about that because a lot of people got that misconstrued. You got to pay attention to exactly what's being said in these in this report. Let's pull up this report right now. Let's see. Where can I find this? I'm gonna assume ESPN ringside. Let me check that out real quick. ESPN Ringside. Did they ever post about it? They actually didn't. Okay, let's check Alicia's account. Maybe she got something on there. Okay, the WBC boxing. WBC boxing. Mastermind 96 says Derrick James the best trainer since Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas is extremely overrated, sir. It's not a good comparison. Who has Teddy Atlas ever built from the ground up? Who has he trained? I mean, I'm not gonna say who has he trained. He trained some good guys, but who did he train from the ground up? What fighter did he build? Derrick James actually built a unified world champion in Errol Spence Jr. You know what I mean? He took guys who was already champion and made them undisputed. Derrick James is on a totally different level than Teddy Atlas. Extremely overrated trainer. Sorry. I don't agree with that one, my brother, but I appreciate you commenting right there. The GOAT says, I'm still confused about Alicia's situation. Was she actually on steroids? Well, let's take a look at this right here because WBC Boxing has put up a post. It says the WBC found Ms. Baumgardner not guilty of intentional ingestion or consumption of a banned substance for performance enhancement purposes and has confirmed her as reigning WBC super featherweight world champion. So that's the first statement right there. So we got to pay attention to word choice, exactly what's being said. They found Ms. Baumgardner not guilty of intentional ingestion or consumption of a banned substance for performance enhancement purposes. So what they're telling you is they found her not guilty of intentionally taking performance enhancement drugs. Intentionally. So they're pretty much saying that she took this by accident. So what's understood is that she had performance enhancement drugs in her system. There's no way that they could say that she didn't, because at the end of the day, she failed multiple tests for multiple substances, right? But they're somehow claiming that they're finding her innocent of taking it knowingly. How do y'all know that? What makes y'all so sure that she took that by accident? Like, what evidence do y'all have? How are y'all just assuming? Y'all giving her the benefit of the doubt? Like, what evidence did Alicia present that made y'all think, okay, she had to have taken this by accident? I don't get it, bro. But let's go on with this post. That was the first statement that was made by WBC. It says, in addition, the WBC is ruling that the accuracy and validity of the adverse finding justifies placing Ms. Baumgardner on probation for 1 year from the date that sample that yielded the adverse finding was collected, or until July 12, 2024. Okay, so they put her on probation for 1 year from the day that she tested positive for the substance. Okay. Ms. Baumgardner shall be subjected to a series of random anti-doping tests at her own cost, which frequently shall be determined by VADA. So she's getting 365 nonstop random blood in urine testing, and she's going to be paying out of pocket for it, which I actually agree with. They shouldn't be the ones paying for it. She's the one who popped. You know what I mean? You want to keep this belt, this is what you got to do. If there is an adverse finding concerning any of Ms. Baumgardner's samples or a whereabouts failure during her probationary period, and for 6 months thereafter, the WBC shall immediately and without further inquiry take immediate action against Baumgardner under the WBC Clean Boxing Program Protocol. So they saying, yo, if any of your samples come out dirty, or we can't find you today, that if you're not like transparent with exactly where your location is and we can't find you, it's going to be disciplinary actions behind that. Number 4, Ms. Baumgardner and the WBC will work together to design and implement her participation in an anti-doping prevention program directed to active female boxers. So they gonna work together to work with keeping female fighters clean and things of that nature. So this sound like yeah, I mean, it sounds like somebody is like she pled guilty. Like if this was like a court situation, it sounds like you pled guilty, but you're not going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to jail, but like let's say allegedly somebody gets booked for assault, right? And they plead guilty to it or whatever, but they don't go to jail. They get a slap on the wrist. So it's like, all right, you're gonna do 48 hours of community service. All right, you're gonna do an anger management program. You're gonna do this. You got to pay this $1,000 fine. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. So I don't understand how they could say that they believe Alicia Baumgardner took the performance enhancement drugs unknowingly and things of that nature. But from what I understand, there's other sanctioning bodies that she holds belts with. Wasn't she undisputed? So what is their stance on this? Because just because the WBC says that they're gonna give her a pass, don't mean the WBO is. That don't mean the WBA is. That don't mean the IBF is. I don't know exactly what's going on, but the fact still remains she had performance enhancement drugs in her system. How could you actually investigate and find out whether she took it knowingly or not? I don't know. But regardless, the WBC letting her slide. This ain't necessarily surprising either because Alicia Baumgardner may be the most popular fighter in her division. She might be the most paid fighter in her division. So of course the WBC is gonna want her to keep her belt because they'll get a bigger chunk of a sanctioning fee from her than an unknown fighter or maybe a less popular fighter. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that they let her keep her belt because you know what I mean? They'll make more money just having her keep the belt. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what the WBC say. But just because I just find it funny that she feels so vindicated from right now. She's talking about, oh, it's a huge weight off of my shoulders. And bro, this don't change the fact that you are guilty, Alicia. Just because they giving you a pass and like, oh well, she took it by mistake, so we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna give her a second chance. Bro, that don't take away the fact that you took performance enhancement drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Just like Mastermind said right here, she being a pretty woman automatically makes them give her the benefit of the doubt. Pretty girl privilege. Pretty girl privilege. That's essentially what it is. I'm gonna always look at her like she's a cheater. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of these boxing channels, bro. These boxing channels, right? They claim when they make pound for pound lists that they don't put no drug cheats on their pound for pound list and things of that nature. I see Alicia Baumgardner on their list. Contradictory, hypocritical, very much so. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how good she look. She a cheater. She's just a pretty cheater. It is what it is. And I'm going to always say that. Whether she took it knowingly or not, it was in her system. I mean, Dillian White could have said, "Oh, I took them. I took that by mistake." You think they gonna give him a pass? Nah. So why are we gonna give Alicia one? You know what I mean? A lot of women or like just people in general want all types of equality to men and things of that nature until it's something that doesn't benefit them. They want so much equality until they gotta deal with the mud. Everybody pray for the mud, but don't want to. Everybody want to pray for the rain, but don't want to deal with the mud. You feel me? I mean, if you want equality, like men, you gotta deal with the shit that men go through too. Y'all ain't give Dillian White a pass. Y'all ain't give Gerald Miller a pass. Shit, y'all ain't give a lot of dudes passes. We about to give Alicia one? Nah. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how good she look. I met her in person. She was a cool person. I'm not saying she's a shitty person or nothing like that, but the fact still remains she got caught with a banned substance in her system. And in all honesty, she don't deserve any of the belts that she have right now. Not saying that she can't redeem herself. If she do this anti-doping program and on that probation period, it comes out completely clean. There's people that learn their lesson. You know what I mean? There's people that learn their lesson and then go on to do great things and learn from their mistakes. I've seen it multiple times. I'm not saying that she a shitty person. I'm not attacking her character, nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like this ain't happen because you look good. You know what I mean? You can keep taking pictures with your bathing suits or whatever. You know what I mean? You keep doing what you do, but that ain't going away, man. That stain ain't coming off your jacket. It is what it is. Unlike Alicia Baumgardner, Clarissa Shields is a clean fighter, truly the GOAT. For sure. And there's other great female fighters out there too. Amanda Serrano, there's some great fight. There's great women out here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I would like to see Alicia fight Amanda Serrano. I would love to see that fight. Mm-hmm. Yo, Clay, what up? What up? He says, hey, yo, salute to the room. Salute Mazuma TV. Yo, salute Clay, man. Hope everything is well with you. We got 21 people in the building. You know what I mean? Them viewers are starting to go up for a little bit. I'm guessing we ain't get our notifications sent out to everybody, but it is what it is, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Can we get 21 likes since there's 21 people in the building? It's either you being lazy or you hating, man. You don't want to be neither one of those people. So hit the like button, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's that. I don't know how we got into the Clarissa talk exactly, but I think the Go had asked about it. But regardless, that's exactly what happened with Alicia Baumgardner. You know what I mean? So when people like, I don't know if people just not good at reading things, or I don't know exactly what it is, or y'all just see one headline and don't really look into things. But that situation with Alicia Baumgardner did not say that she was clean of using any performance enhancement drugs or anything like that. The WBC pretty much said that we found her not guilty in terms of her taking the drugs purposely. So the WBC is pretty much coming out and saying that Alicia Baumgardner took these drugs. They believe that she took these performance enhancement drugs unknowingly, but due to the fact that she did due to the fact that she did do that, she had them in her system. There's some things that she gotta follow through with. You know what I mean? She gotta take voluntary 365 anti-doping test that's gonna be coming out of her pocket. She's gonna be involved in a program that helps female fighters stay clean and things of that nature. And she's like on a probation period for a year. But they're gonna let her keep her title, but she has to stay clean for an entire year. So I mean, she's like she got an ankle monitor on, and she can't slip because if she slip, you know what I mean, they gonna take them privileges away from her. Little slap on the wrist, little slap on the wrist. It's crazy how like people will read that and not really understand what it means, or they think that somehow because they giving her a pass that everything's water under the bridge. Like, no, not at all. If you're on a probation, it's because you fucked up somewhere. You did something wrong. You feel me? So that's that. You know what I mean? That's that for sure. You feel me? Alicia Baumgardner is kind of been 2.0. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. They got something in common for sure. They definitely got something in common. Tainted supplements, these athletes gotta watch what they taking. Everything in their creatine ain't creatine. I don't even, bro. I've seen people take pre-workout and not fail a drug test. You know what I mean? I don't think it's. I don't. I honestly don't think they getting this shit from pre-workouts. And this is the thing, right? If you're a world championship fighter, do you know how easy it is, especially if you're enlisted? If you're enlisted in WADA, whatever the fuck the anti-doping agency is, do you know how easy it is to take your supplement, right? Or whatever the fuck you taking? It could be a vitamin, it could be pre-workout. You know how easy it is? You could send it over to that doping agency and be like, yo, is this cool to take? Is this cool to take? Is this not cool to take? What's wrong with just having what's wrong with just being responsible? Like, why are you taking shit without? If it is a situation, let's say it is true. Maybe she did take something unknowingly, right? Maybe just being reckless, just taking whatever her strength and conditioning coach gave her, whatever. Bro, you got a lot on the line. You making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You doing some great things. You at the pinnacle of the game right now. Why are you moving so irresponsibly? Because at the end of the day, can't nobody make you take any type of supplement except you. You can, bro. There's nobody that can force you to do anything. I don't understand. I don't really get that. You feel me? Let me tell the group chat that I'm live, cause maybe they didn't receive the alert. You feel me? Let me see real quick. But yeah, like you gotta be more careful with how you move out here, bro. Cause something like that can honestly derail your whole career, bro. If Alicia was ugly, I think she'd be assed out right now. I think if I think if Alicia Baumgardner looked like Shadesha Green, she'd be in trouble right now. I think that I think that she wouldn't have none of her belts or anything like that, bro. I don't think that she would have a single fan saying anything positive to her. Real shit. Shout out to my boy Slime. He popped up. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. If she, you know what I mean? If her looks was a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we be that hype about her right now. I've seen people that's supposed to be like stand-up dudes in the boxing world. Stand-up dudes that's supposed to hold fighters accountable and always calling fighters out for doing this and that. Look the other way when they talk about Alicia. They be like, damn, bro, you seen what she just did? You don't got nothing to say. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, man. If Ann Wolf was under this backfire about banned substance in her system, she would get smoked. Oh, that's a fact. They would have blackballed her from boxing. We would have never seen Ann Wolf again. They did that to her. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. That's all I really gotta say about that, man. I ain't gonna speak too much on Alicia because at this point, me saying anything else would make it seem like I got something towards her, or you know what I mean. There might be somebody out here like, what you got against women, bro? That's like we not even about to go down that path. That's corny. You know what I mean? Hold on. Hold on real quick. Hey, hold on.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. I just got a phone call. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. What you mean mute that? Okay, y'all hear me? All right, cool. So what I was talking about, Chris with the $2 super chat again. He says 22 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button. That's a fact. That's a fact. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, we good then. So, all right, let's go on to the next subject, and we're going to address it specifically what Claymore just asked in the group chat. He says, "So, are we surprised about Anthony and Derrick?" He's referring to Anthony Joshua officially leaving Derrick James, from what I see. You know what I mean? I could pull up the tweet that I seen a little bit ago when I was doing like a little bit of research on exactly what to talk about. And this is a headline from Anthony Joshua. This is coming from Michael Benson's account on X, formerly known as Twitter. And this is Anthony Joshua's statement. I'm assuming that this came from the media, the press conference that he had done with Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua on training with Ben Davis, and he says the reason I was able to gel with Ben is because he doesn't try to change your style. I went to a stage where I was trying to change my style. A bit of back foot boxing, box behind the jab, stick and move, not be explosive, control the pace, stuff like that. But Ben was like, that's not your body type. You're a big unit. You're explosive. Go and knock people out. This is a quote from Anthony Joshua. Now, I'm going to provide my opinion on this. And this isn't me coming at Anthony Joshua or anything like that. People who follow the channel know I'm not the biggest fan of Anthony Joshua. But let's just speak about this. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is something that we've been saying. You know what I mean? When Anthony Joshua had them couple losses, ever since he had lost to Andy Ruiz, he always was trying to go out of his way to completely switch up his style and be this type of smart outboxer type situation. And I never really understood why, because he was extremely successful at what he had done leading up to that point, which was being a very strong, physically strong puncher, aggressive. You know what I mean? Good combination puncher. He wasn't the type dude that could put you to sleep with one shot, but you know what I mean, you couldn't take too many from him before, you know what I mean, you looking up at the lights. Anthony Joshua was that type of dude. You know what I mean? Like, and he was actually very successful when he was going down that route. Like when he fought Dillian White, the way he approached that fight, he had gotten hurt in that fight, but continued to um show his heart, determination, you know what I mean? Showed will, you know what I mean? Um, and that's how he got through all of his fights. That's how he had the knockout, the high knockout ratio that he had. When he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he wasn't trying to get in there and prove that he was a bigger boxer. That he was this smart outboxer. He wasn't fighting Klitschko in that way. He was walking to Klitschko, letting his hands go. You know what I mean? And then he ran him into that uppercut, and that was all she wrote. And he came up off of the canvas. He had gotten dropped by Vladimir Klitschko, and they continued to be who he was. And essentially, he got the biggest win of his career. It became unified heavyweight champion, being that guy. You feel what I mean? Of course, he don't have the best chin, but what I'm the goat. That's no doubt. We know Anthony Joshua don't got the best chin, but the main thing that I was saying was when Anthony Joshua was being who he was, who he essentially is, he was extremely successful. When he was trying to be who he was against Andy Ruiz, he had ended up getting caught. He ended up getting hurt with a big shot. You know what I'm saying? He dropped Andy Ruiz with like that with that beautiful left hook that he has. Andy Ruiz stood up to it. He got into a firefight with AJ. He clipped AJ, and it seemed like Anthony Joshua's confidence was never the same after that. You know what I mean? After that, after getting knocked out, you know what I mean? I guess he had really lost confidence in his abilities and his chin specifically. So I think he started to try to find ways to not get his chin touched. You know what I mean? I think that he didn't want to experience that again. So he went down a different road to try to be more defensive, to be smarter. And in the process of trying to be that new person, be that new fighter, Clay says, since when did he have a suspect chin? There had been speculation about him having a suspect chin, even back when the amateur days, because I believe Dillian White had fought Anthony Joshua in the amateurs back in the day, had gotten dropped or whatever. But apparently, Dillian White had lied about his experience level, and I think he was a kickboxer at that point. He had a lot more fights, and he took advantage of an inexperienced Anthony Joshua. But we have also heard stories about him getting knocked out and sparring by Daniel Dubois back in the days and things of that nature. So there was always question marks about Anthony Joshua's chin, even when he was an undefeated champion. You see what I'm saying?
Is there something else I can help
This
with?
Apple Watch wilding. But anyway, he had gotten hurt several times. Like Anthony Joshua got hurt against Dillian White. He did a little dance off of one of Dillian White's left hooks. He had gotten dropped pretty bad against Vladimir Klitschko. He has gotten hurt. I've seen him get rocked by Alexander Povetkin. I've seen him who else? Andy Ruiz, of course, when he got knocked out by. I've seen him get stunned by Alexander Usyk, who's a naturally smaller man. So he said, pause just in case. Yeah, it's funny. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is Anthony Joshua was extremely, extremely successful being who he was when he came up. But I think that there was somewhere down the line where I think Andy Ruiz made him question who he really is and uh if he was really successful. What I'm trying to say is Andy Ruiz pretty much hurt his confidence so bad that he was looking to be a fighter that he never really was. You see what I mean? So he went around looking for a trainer to change his whole style up, especially after he lost to Usyk. He was like, man, I need to build up my IQ, man. Like, I need to be a smarter fighter so I could last against these elite dudes. And who's going to be able to teach me this and that? And he had went over to Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia, he's a great coach. Robert Garcia is a great coach. He has built a lot of fighters from the ground up. He's done some amazing things. He has champions now. You know what I mean? Some of your favorite fighters he may have trained, whether we talking about Kelly Pavlik, Fernando Vargas, whether we talking about Ben Rodriguez, who popping right now, one of my favorite fighters. He trains Raymond Mortataya, who I believe is going to be a world champion later down the line. Marcos Maidana, Mikey Garcia, who is one of my favorites. The list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I mean? He was training with Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia made him emphasize body shots a little bit more, just being more aggressive and being tight with his defense. It didn't work out. It didn't work out against Alexander Usyk, so he dipped. You see what I mean? Hold on. Chris with the $5 super chat. He says the rematch with Andy showed a different Joshua, especially fighting Usyk the first time and people lost hope. That's a fact. That's a great point. That's a great point, Chris. After that rematch with Andy Ruiz, he pretty much switched his whole style up. And because he came out successful against Andy Ruiz, at that point in time, he was like, oh, this is the avenue that I need to go down. Like, all right, I was able to outbox Andy Ruiz after he just knocked me out. All right, bet. So I'm going to continue trying to build on my boxing ability because this is what's going to help me beat these top guys. And it come to find out that's not really who he is. In the actuality, he beat an Andy Ruiz who truly wasn't focused and they caught lacking. Andy Ruiz couldn't handle the fame. You know what I mean? He wasn't staying disciplined. He was doing he wasn't living by the fighter code. He had gotten his little 15 minutes of fame and he got overindulged in it, and that's just what happened. You know what I mean? Let's see what the people saying. DOGG215 says he used DJ and I predicted he'll steal his techniques and bounce. Okay. Texas 16 South says Fury recognized as soon as he got dropped. He told him, you studied me. And Ngannou is going to try to punch with AJ. Okay. That's a different subject, but we could talk about it. Can AJ become champion again? I think it depends on who has the belts at the time. If we talking about Usyk, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He already lost to that man twice. Maybe if Tyson Fury becomes undisputed, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly what happens in that fight. I'm gonna have to see. It all depends on who has the belt. That's a fact. But I'll be honest, I'm glad he went through all those trainers because now he knows who he is. And we may see a resurgence of AJ. Well, I'll tell you this, that performance against Otto Wilder was impressive, man. That was impressive. I knew that he would win, but I thought that Otto was going to give him much more problems than he did, and he actually didn't give him much problems at all. He essentially he punished Otto Wilder, and he looked good, man. That was the best he's looked in a very long time. You know what I mean? So, let's see, man. Is it Ben Davison that's really got him in his bag, or was it just like a good night for him? Like we just going to see what it is. You know what I mean? I thought AJ looked good with Robert Garcia. He just couldn't beat Usyk. Usyk just more skilled. Yeah, I thought he made some good adjustments with Robert Garcia as well. But apparently he didn't like something that AJ has said. I mean, that AJ didn't like something that Robert Garcia had said after the fight, so he didn't want nothing to do with him no more. Apparently that's what I had heard. Ruiz drowned in the fame. That's a fact, Lorenzo. That's definitely what happened. Andy Ruiz is Buster Douglas 2.0. I see what you're saying, for sure. Mean M says, I'm not about to watch you while Nightcap, Unk, and Ocho show is on live right now. Bye. All right, fuck. Exactly, Ree. Thank you. Like, weirdo. And Ngannou is the perfect opportunity. Yeah, it's actually not a bad fight for Anthony Joshua to really prove whether he is who he is based off of his last performance. You know what I mean? We got this performance against Ngannou is really going to let us know whether he's back in his bag or it was just one good performance. You know what I mean? Because Ngannou's extremely confident right now, bro. Think about it. This man took a pro day. He was a pro debut going up against one of the best heavyweights in the past decade, Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Who has some great wins on his resume. Deontay Wilder, uh, Vladimir Klitschko when he was at his peak. Fury has done some amazing things, and depending on who you ask, he may be the number one heavyweight in the world. And a lot of people thought Francis Ngannou did enough to beat Tyson Fury. He knocked down Tyson Fury and gave Tyson Fury everything he was looking for. So you can imagine an MMA fighter who's never had a professional fight going up in there and having a split decision loss against the number one heavyweight in the world. One A, 1B, him and Alexander Usyk. Imagine what that does for your confidence. So if Anthony Joshua dethrones him or even knocks out Francis Ngannou, it looks real good to him because guess what? Fury didn't do it. Fury didn't do it. Anthony Joshua did. So it's a good opportunity for him to really get his stock back up in the game. You know what I mean? Because Otto Wallen was a good performance, but more eyes are going to be on him when he faces Francis Ngannou, just because it's a crossover between MMA and boxing. You know what I mean? It seems to get a lot of attention when these things happen. You know what I mean? When these type of fights happen, it seems like there's a lot of eyes on him. QT says, if Zhang starches Joe Parker, do you think AJ fights Zhang? That's a good question. Maybe the Saudis will try to set that up. I'm not sure. It seems like it was a fight Eddie Hearn had been interested in at one point in time. I just think that they went to the money. You know what I mean? Because Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, that's a money fight. They both Nigerians, from what I understand. They both big punchers. That was supposed to be Deontay Wilder because he slipped. You know what I mean? It's just a big money fight. You know what I mean? It's a big money fight. And it could be looked at, if Anthony Joshua does what he needs to do, it could be a easy big money fight. You feel me? But we just gonna have to see what Francis Ngannou come up with. You know what I mean? He's one of the hardest punchers in the world. You know what I mean? And with AJ not having the best chin, who knows what could happen if he gets hit with a left hook or a right hand from Ngannou? Who knows? And I think people sleeping on the man's work ethic. He taking his opportunity dead serious. Clay says, any news of Deontay and Zhang being locked in or not? No, apparently it's going to be Joseph Parker and Zhang fighting each other. You know what I mean? It seems like that's what's locked in right now. And I understand it. You know what I mean? Because Joseph Parker is the one that came out victorious. Joseph Parker, the one who's come out victorious against Deontay Wilder. So at this point in time, I think he's more deserving than Deontay Wilder in terms of getting that Zhang fight. You know what I mean? Maybe Deontay Wilder feels like that's too quick of a turnaround coming off of a loss or whatever the situation may be. So he falling back. He probably going back to the lab and fixing some things up or just getting the rest that he need. Who knows? But he's still involved with the Saudis, so he should be back soon. No, I'm not in the closet, Slime. I'm in the back room of my house. The shed, I guess you would call it. No, I'm not in the closet, bro. This would be a big ass closet if anything. I see what you're saying though, cause I got like I got some things back there, paper towels and shit like that. But Clay said that's a good fight, smart move by Deontay. Hope he taking the sport serious. I hope so too. But this is that's a good fight, man. But speaking more about what Anthony Joshua had been saying, I think it's good that Ben Davison made him realize exactly what he needed to be doing, and that's just sticking to what he was successful at. I don't understand why these guys are they become so successful at boxing. They have one slip up, and all of a sudden they just want to change everything up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you might have slipped up with this dude, but that don't mean that it won't be successful in other situations. You might have to specifically make that adjustment for that one guy, but that first game plan you had might work out for 95% of the division. You just can't do it with this one dude. So you just want to completely disregard that. You want to disregard that style that brought you everywhere boxing could take you. Like it took you to the top of the mountain, bro. And all of a sudden you just want to forget all about that and want to become this slick out boxer. You know what I mean? Keep it a buck with you. I think he would have been more successful if he fought Usyk how he traditionally fought in his career. I think the physical, the physically strong combination punching aggressive Anthony Joshua would have gave Alexander Usyk a lot of problems, man. A lot of problems. But because he wanted to sit there and go tit for tat and want to play chess with Alexander Usyk, you played right into that man's game plan. Played right into it. And then you were frustrated why you kept coming up short. Because that's what Alexander Usyk does. That's what he's a technician at. That's what he's a specialist at. Why are you trying to play chess with this man if you know you're not there with him, bro? You're not there with him. So why are you gonna sit there and try to go wit for wit with him and really try to come on, man? That's dumb. That's dumb. You know what I mean? It's crazy that it took somebody like Ben Davison and made him really realize that, bro, that other stuff that you doing, that's not you. Like you putting on lackluster performances and even losing a few fights just because you want to go down this route, bro. That's not working. Go back to what made you the unified heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? You did it 2 times. But the first time you became undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, it was from being who you are. And that's that come forward, aggressive combination, hard punching Anthony Joshua, bro. You see what I mean? So it's good that he came to that realization, and maybe because he's aware of who he truly is now, maybe he'll put on some great performances. You know what I mean? I will never be a fan of Anthony Joshua. I won't, just because of his past and how the way he's moved around certain fighters and things like that. But I wouldn't mind seeing him do well. I mean, I don't hate the man. Definitely don't hate the man, but you feel what I'm saying? Anybody that could really bounce back and have a great story to tell at the end, I'm for that. I'm for that. If you a natural heavyweight, you must stick to your bread and butter. That's a fact. That's something that's why Deontay Wilder having the struggles that he having, because your whole career you was knocking people out with a straight right hand. Straight right hand, straight right hand, straight right hand. Never need a boxing ability, never had need a fundamentals or good or being mobile, having good feet. But all of a sudden you training with Malik Scott. And all of a sudden, you trying to be this guy who's setting traps and sitting on the ropes and trying to counter people, trying to time people coming in on the ropes. And, bro, that's not you, bro. That's not you, bro. Deontay Wilder never took a back step when he was at the peak of his career. Why the fuck are you doing it now? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, you lost to Joseph Parker, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. The Deontay Wilder that fought Bermane Stiverne and Luis Ortiz, when he was in that bag, do you think Joseph Parker would have beat that man? Absolutely not. Joseph Parker didn't do nothing special that night. It was what Deontay Wilder did not do. It was nothing perfect. There was nothing phenomenal we seen out of Joseph Parker that night. What did he do that was so sensational? He was taking advantage of what Deontay Wilder was doing. Deontay Wilder just sitting there waiting. So Joseph Parker was just letting his hands go. Joseph Parker seeing Deontay Wilder sitting on the ropes, he would let a combination go while he had him against the ropes. It was so simple. Like, he literally took those lemons and made lemonade, bro. He seen what Deontay Wilder wasn't doing and took advantage of the situation. It's not the same Wilder. We all know that. We all know that. You see what I mean? But Wilder didn't look any slower to me. He didn't look like he was a shot fighter or anything like that. It just looked like he had a terrible game plan. And they're trying to change this guy into some fighter that he never was. That he never was, bro. I don't get it. Why y'all trying to change this dude? This man had 10 title defenses. He tied Muhammad Ali for world title defenses in heavyweight boxing. That's like a Hall of Fame feat right there. Why are y'all doing that? Anonymous said, he said, nigga made passing fruit with them lemons. That's crazy. No, but Anonymous says Wilder was throwing hammer punches. Yeah, that's a fact. Like, what's that? What's that? When Wilder ever did that? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, what are y'all doing there? And then when I see Deontay Wilder doing these combinations with Malik Scott and stuff like that, bro, it's like, bro, you didn't try not one of those combinations you did on the mitts against Joseph Parker. Nothing. You know what I mean? And like I said, Joseph Parker wasn't doing anything impressive. Whenever Wilder did let the right hand go, he was just coming underneath it. He was just going right under. He was smothering the right hand every time. You know what I mean? When Fury was doing that to Wilder in the first fight, what did Wilder do? He just changed the positioning of his right hand. He's like, oh, all right, he want to get off he want to slip off to the left. All right, I'm gonna have him run right into that shot on the left side. Oh, he want to slip to his right. All right, let me just adjust where I'm shooting the right hand. Simple adjustments like that he cannot do. And then they were so composed in the corner, like everything was going so well for them, bro. No, it was the 5th, 6th, 7th round. I'm like, all right, so when you gonna let the cannon go? Like what we doing? Like when you gonna start stepping up with your right hand? When you gonna start stepping into your jab in your right hand? Nothing. So I said all that to say, bro, I hate when these dudes feel the need to fix things that make them successful so many times in their career. Bro, that's who you are. That's who you are, bro. Why would you? There's no need to change that. That's who you are. It might be successful against some people. It might not be successful with other people. Regardless, that's who you are. That's in your DNA. You had to the best of your ability. Straight like that. Remember Ruslan Provodnikov, bro? Y'all remember him? He like beat the dog shit out Tim Bradley and had some crazy fights against Chris Algieri and stuff like that. Imagine if I started training Ruslan Provodnikov, right? Right after he lost to like Tim Bradley. But like, let's say I took him right after he lost to Chris Algieri, and I try to make him this slick outboxer, and then he goes in there and fights. It had he had a war with Lucas Matisse. Yeah, that's a fact. But like, imagine if I turn him into a slick outboxer, and then we see Ruslan Provodnikov showcasing some lateral movement and trying to, you know what I mean, sit on the ropes and play peekaboo on the ropes and shit. Bro, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck happened to Ruslan? That's not who he is. And then he gets shut out on the scorecards without applying any type of pressure. He just sitting there trying to give people a boxing lesson like Landy Lara. Like, bro, what is we doing? That's how I felt watching the Deontay Wilder fight. I was like, bro, where is your 1-2? What is it? Where is the main thing that you're known for? And then by the time he started throwing it, it was too late. It was too late. He already had gotten hurt. His legs wasn't underneath him. Just wasn't there, bro. It wasn't there at all. It was extremely slow. It was telegraphed. And one thing about Wilder is he blinded you with the jab each time. So every time the right hand was on his wet, he would throw the punches right behind each other. He'll blind you with the jab when he fully extended it. Boom. So he'll shoot, and this all you see. And the right hand coming right behind it, nice and straight, right down the pipe. Boom. And that was all she wrote. But Wilder, he's overstepping with the jab, so he completely smothering himself. So by the time he shoot the right hand, he completely going over the guy's shoulder and making him and Joseph Parker just tying him up or turning him and completely making him reset all over again. Over and over and over again. And his corner did not try. It's like they didn't even want to like yell at Deontay Wilder. It's like they scared of the man. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, man. Let's see. Happened to Birdo. Dude tried to Philly shell in the first rounds against Carrero and got smoked. Yeah, I remember that. His eyes was all swollen and all types. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That's not Birdo. Birdo is a fast, athletic, you know what I mean? Explosive puncher. Now you try and play this defensive approach, and now you want to play a counter puncher rule. It's just I don't be understanding these dudes, bro. Shout out to the guys who actually know who they are and use it to the best of their ability. Like we ain't never seen Floyd try to walk people down like he was like let's see. Like who was like we never seen Floyd Mayweather ever get in his bag and fight like James Kirkland. Like we never seen that. We never seen that. You know why? Because Floyd knew who he was. He knew what he could do. He knew what he wouldn't. He couldn't do. He knew what he could do. He knew what he couldn't do. You know what I mean? So let me see. Francis versus Joshua. Who you got? I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with Anthony Joshua, man. I think that Francis Ngannou. I understand he had that good performance against Tyson Fury, but I think that was a ill-prepared Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I think Anthony Joshua gonna come in extremely focused for this fight, and I think that Joshua's experience at a high level in boxing. I think his aggression, I think his combination punching, I think he gonna catch Francis Ngannou slipping, man. But Francis Ngannou is game. He's extremely confident, and with the power that he has, he could easily hurt Anthony Joshua, who's shown that he doesn't have the most uh durable chin in the game. You feel me? So Francis Ngannou, of course, he has a puncher's chance, but I do think that Anthony Joshua will get the job done. I think he could knock Francis Ngannou out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to study a little bit. There's only one fight to study from Francis Ngannou to see exactly what his defensive flaws are and things like that. But I'm rocking with this might be the first and last time I ever rock with Anthony Joshua coming into a fight because I understand that it's much bigger than just Ngannou and Joshua. This is MMA versus boxing. Because you already know if Ngannou knock Joshua out, these MMA dudes gonna be extremely confident and talking crazy, acting like boxing isn't what they say it is and things like that. So even when Ngannou had that loss against Tyson Fury, there was all these MMA guys talking crazy about boxing and just throwing dirt on our name, throwing dirt on the sport. You feel me? So I'm rocking with Anthony Joshua. He got to make boxing look good, man. He got to remind these dudes what boxing really is and what can happen if you overstep your boundaries in this game. You know what I mean? Because you had guys like, what's this goofy ass dude name? The dude that's about to fight Vera, Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley was talking all greasy. You know what I mean? He was hella confident, talking like in that Israel Adesanya little goofy ass over here talking crazy, acting like he ain't lose to a fucking a textbook 1-2 for an entire fight and got punched on, and now he don't want to fight no more. You know what I mean? He trying to take a long break now because he got his ass whooped by a jab in the right hand. You know what I mean? SM SM down H9 says I don't think Joshua can KO Francis. What makes you say that? What makes you so confident that Joshua can't? Anthony Joshua has knocked out all-time great heavyweights and Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? Like how can he knock out Francis Ngannou, who only has one professional fight? Because you never seen Francis get knocked out. It was the first time for everything. Anybody could get knocked out, especially when you a heavyweight. Anybody could get knocked out. So I disagree with you on that. I think Joshua is very capable of knocking out Francis Ngannou. You feel me? Especially if he catch him with either hand, bro. He got a nasty left hook. He got a mean right hand. So I don't know. I noticed only the two Americans on that card were inactive. The Europeans were overactive all last year. Coincidence? Nah. Well, they are working with European promoters. They were working with European promoters. They had Frank Warren, they had Eddie Hearn there. So of course that's those cards are gonna favor the European fighters. Did we see any type of PBC affiliation with these Saudis? Did we see Lou DiBella up there? Did we see TGB Promotions up there? No, we just seen a couple US fighters. I guess that were free agents, Gerald Miller and Deontay Wilder. And that's not a coincidence. Now that I think about it, that's actually a great point you put up. I didn't even really think about it like that. I don't think that's a coincidence at all, actually. Chris with the $5 super chat. He killing it with the super chats today. My boy says, also, Canelo apparently is asking to fight Munguia instead of Benavidez. It's time to strip the man. That's a fact. If you want to fight Jaime Munguia, who has done nothing in comparison to David Benavidez in the 168-pound division, then he needs to do what's right, and he needs to vacate them titles and let David Benavidez go on to do what he does best, and that's fight these top guys. You know what I mean? And continue putting on exciting performances, because at this point, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous what's going on. You feel me? Everybody keep acting like Canelo's this warrior and that he'll fight anybody and he doesn't duck anybody. I'm gonna still give it some time though, because from what I heard in May, he's gonna fight either. I think the candidates were Terrence Crawford, Jaime Munguia, Jamal Charlo, and things like that. You know what I mean? And they said in September, most likely it'll be David Benavidez. It is hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe that the PBC will allow Canelo to finish this deal without fighting David Benavidez. Like, it'll be if PBC is just cool with Canelo walking away with that bread and no Benavidez fight, bro. That's sad, bro. They'll be doing that. That'll be a huge L for PBC and a complete disservice to David Benavidez at the end of the day. You feel me? So it's hard for me to believe they're gonna let him walk away without fighting that man. Hard for me to believe. Canelo is a duck if he don't fight David at this point. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a clear duck. That's like, it's not even a close. And for real, I feel like if he's not gonna fight David Benavidez, he's just gonna continue cherry picking dudes, bro. He just need to hang him up. He just need to stop boxing. That's the point that's the point I'm at with a lot of these dudes. It's like, bro, if you're not gonna fight the best guys and you don't respect the fans' wishes and things of that nature, bro, just hang them up. Just get up out of boxing, bro. You ain't got it no more. You don't believe in yourself. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know what these dudes be talking about, man. Like, they literally tell the fans, "Oh, if you don't want to see the fight, then don't watch it." Oh, he don't bring enough money to the table. I'm not fighting him. Oh, he has to do something. He has to fight somebody. Huh? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, if the fans want it, that's all that should matter. You keep talking about numbers and all this shit, and then you keep talking about what this dude brings to the table. Then you fight a dude who's less known than him. Like, how can you say David Benavidez hasn't beaten anybody and things of that nature, and then you go and you fight Yildirim? Yildirim, bro? Who did Yildirim beat? I don't give a fuck if he was a mandatory. Since when the fuck did you were you this fucking mandatory type dude? You always fought who you wanted to fight. All of a sudden, these mandatories are so you know what I mean? It's such the thing to do now. Like, all of a sudden, oh, I have to do this. Man, when you ever abided by what a sanctioning body told you, you always did whatever you wanted because you felt like you was a star and you ain't have to do nothing. And at the end of the day, if they wasn't respecting you, then you would give up the belt. You've done it before. They was trying to get you to fight Triple J. You was like, nah, and gave the belt up. All of a sudden, you care about mandatories? Come on, man. Ryder, that's another one. Who did Ryder beat? How many world titles has Ryder got? David Benavidez had 2 world titles. How many titles Ryder got? How many Yildirim got? Interesting, bro. Interesting. Remember Liam Smith, bro? Liam Smith that Canelo fought. Who did he beat? What did he do at the time he fought Canelo? How many tickets he was selling? What kind of star was he? To be honest, David best wins are Lemieux and Plant. Okay, what are Anthony Yield? What was his name? Anthony Yildirim. What were his best wins? What were his best wins? Who? What was Jermell Charlo's best wins at 168? Can you tell me that? Okay. No, he fought Liam Smith at 150. I think it was at 155 or 160 on HBO. He fought Liam Smith too. He had folded him with a body shot a while back. And remember, he was trying to go up the cruiserweight and fight what Makabu. Who did Makabu? What did he do? What type of tickets was he selling? What was his best wins? Yeah, he stopped Leon with a body shot. He hit him with a nasty left hook to the body. Chris with the $5 super chat. He says Yildirim and Ryder wasn't even his mandatories by ranking. He chose them to move up like all his other undisputed defenses. Moved them up, beat them up, and send them on their way. I don't think they beat any superstars, but they beat everybody to solidify that spot to beat Canelo. Or try to beat Canelo. That don't make any sense to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think anything you're saying really making sense right now. I don't think they beat any superstars, which is a fact. They didn't beat any superstars, but they beat everybody to solidify that spot to beat Canelo. Okay. I don't understand what your point is. Like David Benavidez beat everybody that was in front of him too. He beat everybody that was in front of him too. And how long has David Benavidez been Canelo's mandatory? They said they was gonna mandate it in March. I'm still waiting for that. That clock ticking, bro. So what we doing? Chris says 2 years. You saying all mandatories? You saying all mandatories? Texas. David Benavidez isn't man. He's the number one guy for the WBC belt. So like, what's the excuse really? That's a fact, Clay. He's dominating. It's the fashion in which he's doing it too. It's crazy. It's like all these dudes be getting passes, bro. Because it be these dudes, like these people really be justifying. These dudes really be justifying the ducking, bro. And this is exactly why boxers be cool with doing what they do, because we have fans, supposed fans out here that justify the BS. Keep it a buck. If you was moving crazy, right? If you was a young kid and you moving crazy and everybody making it seem like it's cool that you moving that way, are you really going to sit there and really think about checking yourself? Not really. Most of the time, not really, because everybody making it seem like you moving correct, so you going to keep moving that way. These boxers be cool with blatantly ducking fighters and not fighting these dudes. Let me see. Hold on. Jermell Charlo was not a mandatory. You see what I mean? They was trying to sell it as undisputed versus undisputed. Little do they know, there was too little. What they not really talking about is them being 2 weight classes apart, and Jermell having no business being at 168 pounds. Come on, man. Texas is back. He says WBC has him in line, but has not made him a man, though. Ain't finalized yet. They left Canelo and show favoritism for Mexicans and Hispanics. Okay. I said March. So let's see. Let's see. But what I'm saying is he's been the number one guy for I don't know how long already. And he's beat dudes in the WBC rankings to solidify his spot. What else is he supposed to do? He beat a top guy. They got a common opponent in Caleb Plant. Like, come on, bro. Shit ridiculous, man. These dudes really justify or try to make sense of why fighters is moving how the way they moving. Until a fighter they don't like does it, and then all of a sudden they want to step up and act like they advocates for boxing. Yo, listen, I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be my favorite fighter. It could be somebody I extremely dislike. I hold both of them people to the same standards. You know why? Because I'm a fan of the sport before I'm a fan of the individual. This is what these guys got to do nowadays. They need to stop being fans of the fighter. Stop being fans of a Canelo. Bro, be a fan of the sport of boxing for the benefit of boxing. You should be for the progression of boxing. And the only way we can have boxing continue to progress is if these guys fight each other. He has, I agree. But all I was saying is David's best wins are Lemieux and Plant, and that's not enough to beat Canelo. So because he beat two guys, because I don't understand that. They were saying the same shit about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford fought all of Earl's leftovers, and Terrence Crawford's best wins are against Gamboa and Sean Porter. That's not enough to beat Earl Spence. Earl Spence beat the top guys in his division, and what happened? What happened? Downplaying resumes, acting like this dude not ready for this, and then it don't end up going that way. It don't end up going that way. Stop making excuses for these guys is what I'm trying to say. WBC equals withholding Benavidez championship. Hey, man. I got to hold Benavidez accountable for that, too, because at the end of the day, if he didn't miss weight on that scale, he'll still have the belt. If he didn't test positive for cocaine, he'll still have that belt. So you got to hold him. It's just Canelo saw opening and he went for it, and now he holding the belts hostage. There ain't nobody but Benavidez's fault, but at the same time, it's like Benavidez done redeemed himself 10 times over. So what is we doing? Like, is we going to see these fights or not? Claymore with the $5 super chat. He said, there's no excuse. We got to stop the cap. These fighters don't have real fans. They have sheep. It has to be boxing over everything. That's all I'm saying. If all these fans, I'm trying to tell you, if all these fans got out their feelings, bro, and stop being so emotionally invested in these fighters and put boxing first, we'll see a lot more changes in boxing, bro. We'll see a lot of these dudes having a lot of pressure on them to make fights happen. A lot of pressure to make fights happen. And we'll see a lot of shit change in boxing. You'd be surprised if we be like, yo, if we all come together and be like, yo, we not supporting that, we not paying for it. Way you really gonna affect these dudes if you hurt their pockets, man. If them tickets don't sell, them pay-per-views don't sell, they assed out. The last thing these investors and these promoters want to be is the last thing they want to do is lose money. They might be cool with breaking even, but the last thing they want to do is lose money. You know what I mean? So this what we gotta do, man. This is what we gotta do. We gotta adopt this mentality where we put boxing before a fighter. We boxing fans, we demand this. And if you don't want to do this, then let the next person in line get their opportunity. We got to stop making these fighters feel like they're so important that they could do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Like they make it. Ryan Garcia talking about telling Devin Haney that he needs him. Oh, you'll be back. You'll be back. You need me. I don't need you. Bro, why the fuck do he need you, bro? He out here doing legendary shit. He over here winning world titles and moving up in weight and becoming champion in multiple divisions. What are you doing? You are best known for quitting in the biggest fight of your career. How? How does how does Devin need Ryan? How? What does Ryan do? When has he ever been this huge ticket seller? When has he ever been this star that they playing him out to be? Yo, Ryan Garcia is not one of the biggest stars in the sport, bro. I'm telling you. When Floyd said that, he was capping, bro. He was capping. Gervonta Davis, all right, I give it to him. Canelo, I give it to him. Bro, these dudes is not these bro. Ryan Garcia does not have a history of selling pay-per-views besides the Tank fight. When has he ever sold out arenas, bro? The man and if he was such a this pay-per-view star, then why wasn't him and Oscar Duarte on pay-per-view? Because they know that them little 12-year-old kids that follow him on TikTok and Instagram and things of that nature don't translate into dollar signs, man. His fan base don't generate no revenue, bro. It's 14-year-old little girls that in love with Ryan Garcia and little kids that want to shadow box and shoe shine, shadow boxing like Ryan Garcia, want to do challenges on TikTok like Ryan Garcia. They don't sell no bread for real. He sold arenas before. What? Which one? Tell me. Haney can only get over 1 million sold with Ryan. How about Tank, my brother? How about Tank? You don't think Tank and Devin do over 1 million? You talking about pay-per-views? That's what I'm talking about. You don't think Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis don't do 1 million pay-per-view sales? Chris with the $2 super chat. He said Texas must be on Zaza for what he been saying. No, sir. Don't get me started on that, especially on MLK. Okay. We could agree to disagree, my brother. I don't think he need Ryan Garcia at all. At all. The division could still make great fights happen without Ryan Garcia. Big fights could still be made without Ryan Garcia. You seen this man do one pay-per-view with Gervonta Davis, all of a sudden you think he the key. Like he the recipe. Black fighters sell too, sir. Black fighters sell too. We don't need a Mexican to sell any type of pay-per-views. I promise you that. Don't need that. SM down H9 says Devin versus Loma did 450,000 pay-per-view sales, so no change. Devin could sell. So no, I'm assuming you meant chance. I don't even know, bro. I can't even answer. Did they really do that many pay-per-view sales? That's a fact. That's a fact. Black fighters. I don't know if he did 400,000, bro. I don't know nothing about them numbers, but it's just I think that Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis could do 1 million pay-per-views. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never heard them numbers get released, so I'm not even going to act like that's a thing. Can I link you in? Yeah, I'm only going to be on a little bit longer, but yeah. Let's do it. I probably only got like 10 minutes left, Clay, but I'll let you on. I'll get something to drink real quick. Who's the face of boxing? I don't, because if you can't sell with Loma, then you can't sell that well. Bro, what has Loma sold? When the hell you telling me something new? When the fuck Loma became this pay-per-view draw? What numbers he do? What numbers Lomachenko do? Hold on. He got a pay-per-view record somewhere I don't know about. He sold out an arena I don't know about. I know he know what numbers he do. You telling me something new right now. He's saying if he can't sell with Loma, he can't do it. When the fuck Loma ever been a star? The nigga don't even speak English for real. So what we talking about?
Yeah.
What's going
Yo,
on? What's up?
this chilling, Mark. What's good with you, man?
Chill. I'm about to grab something to drink real quick. What's up? What's up?
All right. Listen, man, I just want to tap in. Like, see these conversations, they start to go left. Everybody start jumping into pay-per-view numbers and start trying to justify.
Shit we don't even give a fuck about.
Yeah, we don't need to be getting into no conversation like this. You guys know damn well Ryan Garcia ain't done nothing to be in no conversation about no damn star or anything. He has not accomplished anything in boxing. We know this. His best opportunity he ever had, he just shitted it away. And this is where I come in, where I start to feel like, what are these boxers who have turned into promoters really done for the sport? What has Bernard Hopkins done for the sport? You know what I'm saying? What has Floyd Mayweather really done for the sport? You know, they spoil these boxers and they're thinking they don't have to do no work. All they got to do is get money, fight tomato cans. The fans are sheep. You guys will sit there, buy these pay-per-views, right? I'm not going to separate myself. We are buying these pay-per-views, and these guys don't feel like they need to do anything. And as soon as you ask them to do something, they feel some kind of way. You tell Gervonta you want him to fight Shakur, Loma, Devin Haney, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? We're doing the most. We're doing too much. Well, you know, all the fans, the Gervonta Tank Davis fans, as soon as you bring up him fighting somebody, what about Pedraza? What about Mario Barrios? What about Ryan Garcia? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You guys have eyes. We don't need pay-per-view numbers. We don't need all this nonsense. You have eyes. You see what he's doing. Look what he just did with Oscar Duarte. If he didn't stop that dude, what performance would that have been? Be honest with yourself. Outside of him stopping the dude, if he didn't stop that dude, was that a good performance from Ryan Garcia? Do y'all think, do you think he's improved? Think about the fact that Ryan Garcia came into boxing. He's in the same class as Devin, Shakur, Gervonta. Look at those guys and look at Ryan Garcia. He's not evolved at all. Walk around with his shirt open with a gold chain on it, looking like
he's literally the only one that ain't really improved like that. Like Shakur, he got better. Tank, he got better. Devin got better since the amateur. Ryan literally the same motherfucker, bro.
He might have literally declined. I think the best I ever seen was Luke Campbell.
And he got dropped there.
Exactly. But at least he had heart. At least he got up and stopped him. I'm like, oh, all right, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? At least he got up and stopped him. But outside of that, you know, when we start having these conversations and it starts turning into, yo, pay-per-view this and money that, that's the problem, guys. It's boxing,
Hold on real quick. Let me answer this right here. He said, so Ryan is a hoe for pulling the Mayweather. Yes, nigga. Yeah, he is. The fuck? Yo, if me and Clay try to set up a fight, right? We in negotiations. All right, bro, we gonna take this, we gonna do that. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, nah, never mind. I pull a never mind on Clay. How I look? Like I'm scared.
And then go fight somebody who's weak, like obviously weak. Goes and beat up on somebody who's like, it don't even make no sense who he's trying to go fight over me. Come on, man. Yeah. We can't condone this.
Bro, if you give somebody your word and then you step away from it, where I'm from, you a clown. You a clown. You're a goofy, bro.
And you the one who asked for it. You sent your promotional company.
Bro, and Ryan, let's not act like Ryan ain't been ducking dead for all this time, bro. He the only motherfucker I know that could have been the mandatory for Devin Haney WBC title and walked away from it. Devin Haney went up in the ring and was like, yo, what's up, dog? What we doing? Oh, I want to fight Tank. Wow. These dudes don't be having no pride. No man in him. No man in him. Come on, man. You know why I salute Canelo sometimes, though? Because when Erzlandi Lara ran up on him at the press conference, he was like, yo, congratulations on your win, but what's up with a fight between me and you? That shit had Canelo enraged. He was like, oh, what? He just, what's up? Yo, make that fight next. And fought him. Regardless of what y'all think happened, he fought him. Ryan Garcia don't got no man in him, bro. No man at all. Chris with the $2 super chat, he was in the rim too. That's a fact.
Exactly. That's what made it crazy. That's what made it crazy. And that's why one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Y'all gotta stop hating on Devin, man. Because what other champions you know walking in the ring challenging challengers? Like, yo, what's up, man? They say they talking about you, bro. We need to fight. Who else is doing that? Who else is trying to make these big fights and sitting out there trying to do great things? We got to stop it, people. We got to stop it, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck too. I never been a fan of Devin or nothing like that. But the more I see these dudes being turkey, bro, like being cold bitches, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm starting to like Dev. The more I really analyze what's going on out here, because at least this dude Dev out here taking chances. These dudes don't be wanting to be. They don't want to take no chances. They just want to make their couple dollars and continue fighting dudes we not asking to see. Like, I swear to God, bro, boxing is the only sport that they could literally be like, yo, you don't want to see it. Oh, you don't want to see this fight? Don't watch it. Don't pay for it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What? They tell boxing fans, bro. I remember Leonard Ellerby said that. He was like, oh, if you don't want to see the fight, you don't gotta watch it. I heard Bob Arum say that too. I'm like, that's y'all sales pitch? Y'all supposed to be, y'all promoters, y'all supposed to be selling the fight to us. Y'all should be, y'all whole main objective is to be like, all right, yo. All right, so this fight next. Oh, all right, bet. All right. They got history. They don't like each other. Bro, y'all literally disrespect fans right to our face, bro. And the fans be cool with it. They be like, oh, well, he's the A side. So he could do whatever he wants to do.
What they do is they line up people like Gervonta Tank Davis. They line them up with fighters that he can knock out, and we get caught up in that impulsive, that instant gratification of seeing a knockout. And people have been desensitized in a boxing space to enjoying boxing, sweet science, good boxing, the best fighting the best, not knowing who's going to win before they get in the ring, actually having to watch a fight and see what happens and see who show up. People don't know what that feels like, man. They don't know what it feels like. So they go in the ring and they just waiting on Gervonta to knock him out. Oh, maybe next round. I know it's coming. I know it's up. Maybe next round. Like,
Hen Dog, the fearless one, says boxing right now is what have you done for me lately. All right, that's one of like the biggest cliches in boxing. But if that is true, who are you with? What boxer is this applying to for you? Who are you speaking on? You speaking on Dev? You speaking on Tank? Who you speaking on? Let me know so I can reply to that, because that's a general statement and it seemed like you was addressing anybody specifically. Who you talking about?
Like, are you talking about the fans? Like, I don't understand. Like,
that would even apply to fans. I don't even know. He got to be talking about a
what
fighter
have you done for me lately?
Boxing is what have you done for me lately? I don't know. But one thing about the fans though, they're gonna put their money where their mouth is. You just gotta give them what they want. You feel me? So
Hopping Cruz.
He said Blair Cobbs and Pitbull Cruz. I don't know, bro. I don't got nothing to say about neither one of them dudes. I did see Blair Cobbs nut ass talking about that he talking shit about Boots, saying he bigger. He talking about he was stronger, and I'm like,
said don't be surprised if the fight don't end early in the first couple of rounds.
Oh my God, bro. That's a good Blair from Philly. I used to train with Blair. But come on.
He said people in Philly know about him. They scared of
they know about him, but he not Boots. Like, I tell you that. I think like as soon as he like really started popping off, he left Philly though. Yeah, Blair known in Philly, like he been in the gyms like Schuler's and I mean he been down Delco getting work in, but nah, he not. He ain't known like that where like people were scared to work with him and shit like that. It was never like that.
Right. He obviously trying to sell. He's trying to get a fight. He's trying to get a payday. He got some bills due and he's trying to get some money.
Yeah, he's trying to get
I think he's barking up the wrong tree.
But it is what it is. If Boots and Blair do happen somehow, some way, they need to make that happen in Philly at the Leah course for sure. They need to make that happen in Philly. Philly versus Philly in Philly. Yeah. Not Atlantic City, bro, where motherfuckers gotta drive an hour out. Nah. Right there in the Leah course, dog.
Yo, I got a question for you. You don't know, because I know you plugged in with YSM and he ain't tell you, because I want to ask you a question, but I don't want to ask you the question if you know the answer. I want your opinion on it. But if you know the answer, don't answer the question. You know what I'm trying to say? You'll see. It'll make more sense when I ask it. Where's Boots, in your perspective, where's the Boots going? Is it PBC or is it going to be the Zone? Or do you know the answer and you're just gonna sit back and chill?
I don't know the answer, but
Okay.
at the same time, I feel like I know where he's gonna go. Being that he has a relationship with Steven Espinoza, and Steven Espinoza is gonna be working with Al Heyman over on the PBC on Prime side, I don't think it's far fetched to assume that Boots will be on the Prime side or doing some type of deal with PBC, especially with the idea that Cameron Duncan has unfortunately passed away. And that's no longer,
Right.
I mean, I'm assuming that's no longer, I mean, he's no longer here with us. So I'm sure he doesn't have any ties to a manager as of right now. I don't know, bro. But if I really had to guess, because he got a good relationship with Steven Espinoza and Steven Espinoza gonna be working close with Al, I think that Boo's gonna be over on the PBC side for sure. But I
Right.
think I did speak to Jamil about it. I just don't remember the answer.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want you to put the answer out there anyway.
It's gonna
That's
end
why I
up
was gonna.
revealing itself anyway because they supposed to come back. They supposed to PBC on Prime is supposed to debut first quarter of this year. So that's within
March.
the next couple months. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
supposedly.
We
So
should be hearing something anytime now.
yeah, my thing is if Boots, it seems like even with the belts, I just don't hear about these fights except for Mario, right? I hear Mario Barrios is supposedly, you know what I mean?
Barrio's the only one talking about Boots, bro. These other
What about
dudes
Boots just leaving
quiet.
and going to 154, bro?
I mean, what's the
Why
guarantee that
struggle and fight once or twice a year? Can't get no fights in the division and everybody's scared. If you go to 154, 147 will open up because you got some dudes in 140 waiting for Boots to leave so they can come up to 147. And I'm pretty sure it'll be easy for him to get 3 fights a year at 154.
that's the thing though. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's the guarantee that he'll actually get a big opportunity at 54. Because what if he go to 54 and the same shit happen where these dudes like because if we looking at it right now, uh Jermel Charlo has 2 belts, right? Tim Zoo got another one. And I believe the IBF 54
It's floating.
title is up for grabs right now. It's vacant. I think they're about to fight for it soon. What's the guarantee that Tim Zoo give him an opportunity? What's the possibility Jermel fights him for a belt? Like he might be able to get like a Jesus Ramos type fight or Erickson
You don't think
Lubin.
he can get a championship? You don't think he can get a shot at the championship? Go for the IBF that's floating around. He can't get in that conversation, being that he's the IBF champion at 147.
I'm sure if he were to request it, they'd probably make him the mandatory or make him the number one guy for the belt. I'm not sure, but like,
He get a belt up there. I think Tim Zoo fights him. I think
mm,
Tim Zoo goes for a unification, and I think Jamel either fights him or Jamel vacates those belts. But I don't think people are scared of him at 154 as they are at 147. They don't think they're gonna beat him. But Tim Zoo got heart, bro. If you bring something to the table, Tim Zoo gonna bite. You bring a belt, he gets that
Zoo's
at an IBF
definitely
belt.
hungry, but he talking about going up to 60 in a little bit.
Who, Tim?
Yeah, he was talking. He said he
Look,
not gonna be at 54 much
Virgil is
longer.
up there. You got Virgil up there. You got Isaiah. What's his name? I never could get his
Zayas,
name.
Xander Zayas.
Xander
He about
Zayas
to
up
fight
there.
Patrick Teixeira. He's supposed to fight Patrick Teixeira, who was champion at
Mm-hmm.
54. And then that's when he gonna really be pushing for that WBO belt. So we gonna see Xander Zayas. We might see Xander Zayas and Tim Zoo before we see Boots fight Tim Zoo.
I agree with that, but I think that right now I can't do another
No,
year of him
there is
struggling
more
for a
smoke
fight.
at 54 though. There is more smoke at 54, but from when I spoke to Boots last Sunday, I spoke to him last Sunday, and apparently from how the way like what his mind is at right now is he need all the belts at 47 by any means. That's the type time he on. You know what I mean? That's why he just told Bud, he was like, yo, you send it, I'll sign it. That's what he said. And he got the IBF now. And I mean, if I don't know, bro. There's just so many questions out there and nobody really talking, bro. So it's like, I heard something about Bud saying he may vacate the WBC. That'll
We're
elevate
getting ready
more.
to vacate everything. It's coming. We're
Yeah,
getting ready
bro.
to
It's
vacate.
like if you just vacating the WBC, bro, just let go of the other belts, bro.
Yeah,
It's not. It's
I
not.
think he's
I
being
doubt it's a
petty.
strenuous process, bro. I'm sure vacating them titles is not a strenuous process, bro. Just give them up. If you're only talking about you doing one more fight, or you might do one fight, you might not, bro. Just get them belts up and let this division find its way. Find it. You know what I mean, find a new
Yeah.
champion. You know what I mean? Let the division flourish. It's like you holding these motherfuckers back, bro. It's like it's you. He said he taking trips all 2024. Bud said that. I'm taking trips all 2024. That's what he said. I'm like, bro, you really
I
are.
know, I
Like,
know.
and then he talking
But
about I
look,
might do one more
is he
fight.
tied
I
up
might
in
not.
that contract with Errol or not? Is he tied up in that rematch clause with Errol, or is it has expired? What's going on with that?
From what I heard the contract expired in December.
That's what I heard
That's
it was
what I heard.
supposed to. But then I heard that
I heard the
if
rematch
Errol
clause expired
showed
in
he had an
December.
injury, I heard if Errol showed he had an injury, that it would extend the contract if he can prove that he needed time from the injury. So it's like, Errol waited until this year, until January to come out, really January 1st to be like, yo, I had to have surgery, cataracts and all that nonsense. I heard that can extend the contract if he has a legitimate injury that he can prove that would prevent him from fighting before the expiration of the contract. I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
yeah, I have no idea. I wish I could see that contract, but
Me too. Me too.
yeah, but
I feel
it's
like at this
a lot of
point,
pressure. But Bud seemed like he's like, yo, I'm glad this is all over, and I wish you well. So it seemed like he got a way out. He found a way out. So
something's going on, but Canelo ain't giving him what he won. He said if it's not Canelo or something that he really wants, he's probably going to retire. That's why it's either he retires or he goes to be 3 times undisputed and he fights Boots. I don't think he wants to do that. I think we all want him to do that. We all want to see that fight,
bro,
but
Bud has so many options, bro. Like so many options. Like you finally at this point in your career where you could do whatever the fuck you want. And now that you there, you don't want to do shit. That's crazy to me, bro.
he
Like
got smoked with the haters.
yeah, like you coming up in your career, you always wanted to move however you wanted, but Top Rank was holding you back. They were limiting your bread. They stopped you from getting a Pacquiao fight. They was really messing up a whole lot of things to the point where you was about to take Bob to court. Now you a free agent. You got the biggest win of your career. You solidified yourself as the top dude, pound for pound in the world, and you getting all types of recognition. You finally getting the respect that you deserve. The world is at your feet to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You could go fight Tim Tszyu for the WBO. You could go fight Jamel and become a 4-division world champion. You could literally fight Jaron Ennis, become 3-time undisputed. Bro, it's so many things you could do that could just add on to your legacy. But now you holding your career back because of Canelo, who's like a 2-weight class,
He's
3
not
weight
showing
classes.
no interest. He's not showing no interest.
Now you can do whatever you want. You free. And now you don't want to do nothing. That's crazy, bro.
That's why I feel like he about to retire, bro. That's
Yeah,
why
bro.
I do. In my heart, I feel like he about to retire.
Yeah, bro. I don't be understanding.
He's been out the ring too long, man. I think he understands that. He's been out the ring. He's been on vacation. He's probably, I'm not saying he's not in shape, but you know what I mean? Like,
Bud
you
stay in the
spend too much
gym.
time. Huh?
Yeah, Bud stay in the gym.
Yeah, he's staying in the gym, but I'm talking about mindset wise. Is he still ready to kill somebody? You know what I'm saying? Or is he like still like in the pool with his wife and throwing a football with his? He seems like he's enjoying the freedom. And I think it sounds like he's good. From what I understand, he made good business decisions. He's well invested. He ain't got no money issues. If he's not motivated, should he come back in the ring unmotivated just to fulfill the fan? Right.
Nah, cause that gets you hurt.
Yep.
That shit starts within you. You ain't motivated, or you know what I'm saying? You satisfied, bro. Leave this boxing shit alone, because you got a hungry motherfucker that's trying to end you.
What you think
Literally.
about Errol at this point, though? If Errol is, from what you've seen that Errol is showing you with the injuries, with the, I don't want to say excuses, I don't want to do them like that, but I'm going to say with all the obstacles and adversities he seems like he's been facing since a little bit before July 29th to the present time. At this point in the game, he's also made good money. Does he need to be considering retiring at this point?
It all depends on his mentality. Like if he's still hungry, you know what I mean? If he still feel like he got something to prove, then by all means, bro, go get what you're trying to achieve. But if you content, you feel like you did everything you could, or you know what I'm saying, you satisfied where you at financially, or you feel like you accomplished everything you need to accomplish, then bro, hang it up. You know what I mean? It all depends on the mentality, bro. If Earl still feel like he got something to prove, he got a chip on his shoulder, and he still feels like there's legacy defining things that's within his grasp, then he should go for it. You know what I mean? He should go for it. I can't tell somebody when to retire. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But if you giving me, if you're showing me things that's letting me know that you're not at that hungry like mindset that you used to have, bro, then I'm gonna let it be known, like, bro, you not who you claim, you not who you once were. You know what I mean? You seem like you full, you seem like you satisfied, you happy with what's going on around you, you a family man, and you know what I mean? But it all depends on Earl mentality, bro. You could tell that he's real like excited to go to 154 because he's been at 47 so long. He's been talking about being at 54 since I don't know how long, bro.
A long time.
Years talking about how he would love to go to 54 and fight this guy or become champion there. He feels like 154 will be his best weight, things of that nature, bro. Like it's a but then again, it's like there's a lot of things going on with Earl where like essentially he's falling apart, bro.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm saying. I'm talking about quality
he's
of life. Like, should he consider
he's
it just on the
falling
strength of
apart.
right? You
So
still got a
that's the
long
thing, like
life
the
ahead of you.
mentality.
You're not
It
an old
remind me of
man.
Kobe. It remind me of Kobe. I spoke about this
Right.
before. A little bit before Kobe retired, essentially he was falling apart, bro. Like his mentality was there, but he couldn't get out of the way of those injuries. Like I remember like one of the last years of his career, he had did like a simple dunk and like completely like broke his shoulder. And it was like the most simple dunk. Like wasn't like he didn't tomahawk, like nothing like that. It was just
Yeah.
a simple two-hand slam. And then all of a sudden he rotated his shoulder. He go to the back and his shoulder is completely broken. And it was like the most minimal thing. And it's just like that's your body letting you know that it can't keep up with the work ethic that it once was able to sustain. Like when Kobe was young, he played his heart out. He trained his ass off, but as you get older, the wear and tear starts to build up, and it's like when you drive a car for a long time, you don't get no oil change or anything like that, bro. And you just over time, the more miles you put on it, the more problems it's gonna have. You see what I mean? So Earl Spence he done put his body through some traumatic things. That car accident was no joke. People always
Crazy.
talk about it. People be getting sick of talking about it, but it's a real thing. That car accident was no joke.
My dude flew out the car, bro. Flew out the car. His body hit the concrete, man. You can't play with that. That's
yeah. And it was like, oh, he didn't break any bones, but it's still like, bro, if you get ejected out of anywhere going over 100 miles an hour, you will never be the same, bro. Earl told you he ain't lived the fighter lifestyle neither, so that catches up to you as well. The drinking, the partying, the doing whatever the blowing up in weight and coming back down, the fluctuation in weight. That's nothing to be played with, bro. That's another bad thing. Detached retina, that shit is no joke, bro. I seen people have to hang up the gloves because they couldn't get past that eye injury. You know what I mean? I'm surprised they let him come back so quick off of a detached retina. Like that's crazy to me. You see what I'm saying? So and now he's got cataracts in the same eye he had the detached retina in. And he said he was dealing with it during the fight. I don't believe so. I don't think they would have let him fight with that. But regardless, he might have had his retina detached again from the Terrence Crawford fight.
Exactly.
He's just covering it up. He probably just covering it up. But regardless, it's like it's a lot of things going on with him, man. There's a lot of things going on with him, and I don't know if his body will be able to recuperate off of those traumatic events, bro. I don't know. Maybe his body can't keep up with it no more. I don't know because the mentality could be there, but if the physical not matching, You need both in order to perform at a high level. You need
Yeah, or
both.
if the mentality is there, but the body ain't matching. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The
that's what
body
I'm
just
saying.
ain't carrying it, right?
You
I mean,
need
he was
both.
blessed to come back from that accident and have 2 big fights with Danny Garcia and Ugas and be able to walk away some money and then go fight Terrence. He might be
Fuck
pushing
that.
it.
He lucky to be alive. Not for
That's what I'm
box.
trying to say.
Yeah, he lucky to
He
be
walked away
alive.
from that accident, didn't take a tune-up, right? He didn't take a tune-up and get himself right. Fought Danny Garcia, fought Ugas, fought Terrence Crawford, caught a life-changing beatdown by Terrence Crawford that even if he was in the accident would change a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters would just be different. Look how Ugas reacted to what Errol did to Ugas, the way he just swole up when he fought Barrios, right? Now you combine that with an accident, the question, and then right now you've been pushing this fight out. You activated the rematch clause. We thought you was here to do it. We supposedly supposed to have seen it since like this month or last month, and now we're extending and we're hearing conversations of potentially a June, July, May type of fight. Is it time to hang it up? I don't know. Is it time?
I think it'll definitely show in his next fight, regardless of who he fights. It's going to show, especially if it's a Earl don't take no tune-up, so he gonna go up against the top guy regardless.
Yo, you
This
know I
next
ain't lying. Life-changing beatdown. You damn right.
no, that's a fact, bro. That type of punishment he took takes years off of a fighter's career.
He'd have been better off
Years.
just getting knocked out. If he'd have
Yeah.
just got knocked out in like the third,
If
fourth
he would have
round, and
got
then he just
smart within the first two, he would have been a lot more. He would have been in a way better situation than what he was after that. What was that? 9 rounds of destruction, bro.
just
Just
craziness.
got cooked like badly. Like when you accumulate that much damage, bro, you not coming back the same. I'm not saying you're gonna be completely washed or completely shot, but you're not gonna have the same you're not gonna be at the same point that you was. It's just like a life bar that you got like when you playing them Street Fighter games or whatever. You see what I mean? That type of
Yep.
punishment is bring you down more and more and more. And now you coming into each fight with less and less. Andre Ward told you
Right.
every time you step out that ring, you leave with less than what you came in with. It's just what it is, bro. This boxing shit a small window. And the more you take punishment, the quicker that window closes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
bro.
It's a conversation for him to have with his people and his folk. But did you see the interview with Andre Ward?
Which one? With who?
He just had one with the smoke, whatever it, with the smoke, whatever the I'm talking
Okay.
about with Steve Jackson and them.
I seen like a clip where he was talking about like Michael Jordan and shit like that.
You should catch it. You like it. Real interesting. But Andre spoke on the Errol Spence situation and the Terrence Crawford, and he was like, yo, I'd stop. He was like, he's different. He's just keeping it 100. And Steve Jackson like, yeah, but that's good money, man. He might as well do it. He was like, listen, man,
Not
you got a
all money
life to
good
live.
money, cuz. Not
Huh?
all money good money. Not all money good money.
Yeah. Listen, man. He said, I know Errol. Errol's well invested. His business is good. His money's straight. He don't need no more money, bro. He's like, he don't need it. He good.
Yeah, now you get that money and then you can't play with your kids no more. How much was that money really worth it?
And he got
Yo, you be
babies.
thinking, yo, I'm gonna tell you, these boxing, a lot of these, and I hate saying this because I don't be wanting to like downplay people.
Right.
But I actually come from boxing. I seen what this shit done did to people. Like I've seen people get hurt so bad in sparring sessions, then go into comas when they go home. Like I've heard of it. People be thinking this boxing shit a game, bro. Like it reminds you here and there when one fighter passed away or whatever. But people really think like it just be so simple that you just get your ass whooped and then get a check, bro. All right, he could get another 20, 30 million fighting Terrence Crawford, but guess what? Let's say if it's a situation where he get punched on even worse. With all the injuries he have, it's not far-fetched to believe he might have some type of neurological damage or some type of brain issue. Who's to say that Earl will make it home after that fight, bro? I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything like that.
Right. But you entertain the
can't,
real things, man.
this happens in real life, bro. Like, all right, like I said, he might make another 20, 30 mil, but with that punishment he may receive against Crawford in this following fight, what if he's not able to play with his kids again? What if he's not able to talk no more? What if this man's in a wheelchair the rest of his life? Was that 20, 30 million worth it? No, it's not. It's not. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, it's
tell
a
you,
lot going
you need to
on.
leave this shit alone, bro. For real.
You think? I mean, at the end of the day, if physically, this is all I gotta say on it. If physically you ain't there, fuck your mental. Because I know Errol's a dog. I know mentally he's a dog. I know I believe he's a dog. Physically, be honest. The people who love him, his doctors, be honest with that man, dog. If he ain't built for this no more, let him slide, man. Let him slide, man. Help him out. Get him some therapy if he's having a hard time dealing with it. But if y'all want to keep him around and y'all know something, act on what you know. Don't let this dude convince y'all for him to walk in the ring with someone like Terrence, especially someone like Terrence, bro, because he gonna tear him up, bro. If he ain't on his game, he gonna get beat up. Terrence ain't gonna listen, bro. You know what I mean?
Terrence done said before, "It's kill or be killed," bro. You think he playing? You think he playing, bro? He mean that for real. When these fighters be saying that, bro, they don't got no problem sending somebody to the morgue, bro. James Toney said it. James Toney said it himself. Like they don't got no problem doing that. Subarel said after the Dada fight, he was like, "Yeah, man, like it sucks that it happened that way, but it could have been that could have easily been me." Like they wanted him to apologize for it. Like, bro, these dudes is certified like warriors, bro. And back in the day when they was warriors, it was like only one man made it home after that fight. It was either you or him. This is sanctioned violence, bro. Trying to tell you, they don't got no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you sign up for it. We're both warriors. We both know what we signed up for. There's no mercy. You know what I'm saying? That Terrence said he was joking. He was joking, but he was keeping it real. He said if he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying? Because they were asking him.
That wasn't no joke, bro. When they say shit like that, that is not no joke. He just don't want to catch no type of criticism because when Wilder was saying that WBC was investigating him and shit like that, so he just don't want no smoke with the people. But you ask Bud off camera, did he mean that or not? Yeah, he gonna be like, yeah, he meant that. I'm telling you, they mean every bit of that.
Because they were asking him if he felt bad. Did he pull off the gas a little bit when he seemed like it was gone left? And he was like, "Look, man, I don't want to say it in the wrong way, but if he dies, he dies." You know what I'm saying? While we in there, if y'all love him, throw the towel in for him, or the ref better jump up in there. But until I get the cue, it's up.
That's a fact. That's what they supposed to do though, because Earl do it. You know how Earl is? He'll do it to him too. If he capable, he'll do it to him too.
Period. How many eyes did he take? They called him the eye collector. How many people did he like change? Look what he did to Ugas. Look how Ugas looked against Mario. Like I said, if you're not ready, don't walk in that ring, man. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. If you ain't ready, don't come in the ring, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm gonna wrap this up, man.
Yeah.
And then I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Even with the snow, bro, they still buy somebody else to work. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Yo, I appreciate you coming on and ending the segment on that note. Very much appreciated. Yo, if y'all don't already, I'm sure a lot of my subscribers already followed the Claymore. But if not, if you a new subscriber here, you subscribe to my boy Claymore Rain. You know what I mean? You can post your link up here if you would like to. You know what I'm saying? This man is the truth. He brings you consistent content just like myself. If you want to, you know what I mean, keep adding the right people to your subscriptions, you know what I mean, and keep that boxing talk popping on your timeline, then look no further than Claymore Rain. Like I said, he is the truth. Very objective with the boxing talk, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that he comes on my platform and speaks his piece on here because he makes my content better in itself, you know what I mean? So subscribe to Claymore Rain. Of course, that's the link right here. And Slime says, if y'all don't sub to Clay, I'm gonna hit you with a stunner. That's a Stone Cold stunner, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's Slime right there, letting y'all know don't be playing with the boy. You know what I mean? So this is Mazuma TV. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night, man. I'll be back with a video in the morning. But until then, I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Good night. Good night.
Yes, sir.